Who was Dutch Schultz? Have you ever wondered about the darker side of American history and the figures that shaped organized crime? One such figure is Dutch Schultz, a notorious gangster whose life was filled with crime and violence. Dutch Schultz was the criminal alias of Arthur Flegenheimer. He was a prominent American gangster, active mainly in New York City during the 1920s and early 1930s. Born into a Jewish immigrant family in the Bronx, Schultz began his criminal journey with burglary and petty theft. However, he quickly escalated into more organized and violent crime. His rise to power happened during the Prohibition era. This was a time when alcohol was illegal, and Schultz capitalized on the situation. He engaged in illegal bootlegging operations, smuggling alcohol, and controlling speakeasies. Alongside his partner Joey No, Schultz expanded his criminal activities into extortion, illegal gambling, and the numbers racket. The numbers racket was a form of underground lottery that proved to be highly profitable. Schultz was infamous for his extreme violence and intimidation tactics. He did not shy away from kidnapping and torturing rivals to maintain his dominance in the Bronx and parts of New York's criminal underworld. His criminal empire brought him into conflict with law enforcement and other organized crime figures. U.S. Attorney Thomas Dewey became a prime target for Schultz. Dewey pursued him for tax evasion and racketeering. In a desperate move, Schultz sought permission from the Mafia's governing body, known as the Commission, to assassinate Dewey. When the Commission refused, Schultz decided to plan the hit anyway. This act of defiance led to his own death sentence. In 1935, Schultz was shot at a restaurant in Newark, New Jersey, by hitmen associated with Murder, Incorporated. This group was a notorious enforcement arm for organized crime syndicates. Schultz died the following day, marking the end of his violent reign. Before his death, Schultz reportedly hid a large fortune in cash, bonds, and gold. He buried this wealth in a waterproof safe near Phoenicia, New York. From a criminology perspective, Dutch Schultz exemplifies the brutal and entrepreneurial nature of organized crime during Prohibition. His career illustrates how criminal networks operated with a mix of violence and business savvy. It also shows how internal codes, like those enforced by the Commission, regulated mob activities to maintain order. Schultz's story highlights the risks of defying these internal rules and the role of law enforcement figures like Dewey in challenging organized crime. Dutch Schultz remains a key figure in early 20th century American organized crime, whose violent methods and attempts to control illegal markets ultimately led to his assassination by his own criminal peers.